Hello, welcome to Factorio Seablock. Now, I've said before in the past that I was going to deconstruct basically my ore production and my metal production, which is exactly what I'm doing. So, right now I'm tearing apart this section, and then once I get done to a degree of what I like, then I'm going to start deconstructing this section. Now, it's going to be a struggle because there's so much nickel and tin and all that other crap. But what I plan on doing is I'm not going to run any of this yet. I'm actually going to try and basically run all this down. Try to use up all what's in storage. Like all this lead, the iron, silicon. Just try to get through all of it. So there's none of these in chests. So it's basically starting fresh. And then once we get all that cleared out, all these lines cleared out, I plan on trying to set this up a little bit better, because I did kind of a crappy job at this. But we're gonna try to work through it and get it straightened out. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get started on this, cleaning this up. I did not mean to pick up silicon ore. Where did it go? Oh, I don't have any room. It's just simply what it is. Alright. So, let me walk you through what I've done so far. Now, I went through and I upgraded all my electrolyzers to a Mark III. I still need to upgrade my chemical plants. I totally forgot about doing that. But I've upgraded all my electrolyzers to a Mark III. I need to upgrade the belts too, but I've upgraded all these. So they're producing 1 slag per second, which will make 5 slag every second, which is what my liquefier needs, because it's a crafting speed of 3 and it takes 3 seconds, so 50 or 5 slag every 1 second produces 50 slag slurry. So I did the math, which I'm hoping it's right, but this needs 50 every 2.66 seconds. Because it's a crafting speed of 4, or crafting time is 4 seconds, and the crafting speed is 1.5, which comes out to 2.66 seconds. So this produces 50 every 1 second. So within 2.66 seconds, my liquefier is supposed to create at least 133 every 2.66 seconds. Which means this can support 2 of these with 33 left over. Which comes out to 3 sets of 2 of the filtration units will make 100 slag slurry, which all the overflow of that is going to be pumped into this. Now, it may be better. I haven't messed with it yet, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be better to just put it in like one of these petrochems, the overflow, like have all the overflow run right into one of the tanks. And then from that tank, run into these. Because the fluid mechanics in this game has always been kind of wonky. So I'm just thinking that would be the best to run this. But basically, 15 of these, 6 of these, well, basically, yeah, 6 of these will support these two with the overflow. Then, once you break that down, one of these can support 2 crystallizers, because it produces 50 mineral sludge every 2.66 seconds, which this needs 25 every 2.66 seconds. So one of these will support 2 of these, so 2 of these will support 4. Now these are only going to create, I'm pretty sure it's just 1 sapphire ore every 2.66 seconds. So that's 4 sapphire ore every 2.66 seconds, which comes down to 2 every 1.33. And this is a crafting speed of 1.5, and this only takes 1 second for 2. So I'm hoping this will be enough to support that, which it should be, but if not, I can always upgrade it to a Mark II. Which, you know what? Let's just do it for safe measure. It ain't gonna hurt. So now, after that, these will all basically create, based on their time, what does it come out to? 4 crushed sapphire every 2.66 seconds. Let me go ahead and lay these down. So now, these only need 2. These need 2 every second. Alright, so this should produce 4 crushed sapphire every 2.66 seconds. Which, 2 of these should be able to support all that by itself. But as you've seen previously, for some reason, it doesn't. Like, 2 was just not enough to keep up. I don't know why, but that's just how it was. So I'm putting 4 in just to be safe. Now, I really wanted all this. I wanted to have enough room to keep expanding. Like, more coming down, but I think it would be better just to do columns. So that's why I have this blueprinted right here, so that all the crushed sapphire can run down one line, which it'll be this line right here. As I'm going to demonstrate right now. And I'll explain why in a second. So, basically, I'm going to have whatever's next will go into the next line. So let's say it's crushed Givelite. It'll go right here. And say the next one is Stereotype. Then that one will go here. And so on and so on and so on. And the reason being is because as we move down, like if we want to add more to this, oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, what I was thinking was, well, I can just it would basically have a line for where it can go, where it needs to go. Actually, this should be fine, because everything's going to be situational, so I'm going to leave it like this. Because what I was thinking was this. So, to make that crushed ferrous mixture, you need sapphirite, geolite, and rubite. Which, based on this setup, I would just have like one of each. But as you can see, we're making 4. So, I may want to have this, like 2 sets of it. And I'll show you what I mean. So, like 1 set running this way, and then this connects and comes down the other way. If that makes sense. So that we can have whatever we need running back this way. But we'll see. We'll work that out. I think it'll be fine like this. But anyway, so back to this. Now, we're done with this part right here. Oh, I don't have any room. Here, give that to that. Put that there. Alright, let me connect the power up. And then, so now, after this, we're going to start making the sapphirite chunks, or whatever chunks there is. Whether it be rubite or geolite, whatever. So, we're going to be outputting geodes. So all the geodes are just going to run this way. I'm going to have them run out over here. Because I have this whole setup over here where it's going to take all those geodes and turn it right back into mineral sludge, which we're going to run back up here. I'm going to run like a line down here for the mineral sludge, and then we'll just use that to give us more resources. So now, with this, the sapphirite chunks, same thing, we're going to need sapphirite chunks being ran down for making ferrous sludge. Because I plan on taking this, turning it into ferrous powder, then taking the ferrous powder, making it into ferrous sludge, and then taking the ferrous sludge and turning it into dust, so that we could get more iron, manganese, nickel, and cobalt. Now, I really don't want the nickel. I'm trying to do whatever I possibly can to get away from nickel. And the reason that is because, like, all these boxes right here is nothing but nickel. And I really wish... I know it's a video game, and I know it's trying to be realistic, but I don't know if there's any applications other than currency that people use nickel in. But I wish they can implement the use for nickel in here. So we could get rid of... I mean, because there's nothing I really can use nickel for. Like, let me show you. Alright. Here's nickel ore. Nickel ore turns into nickel ingots, or you can do it process. Once you take that nickel ore, Your choices is to make molten bronze, Invar, make it into more ingots, nitinol, powder, titanium, or iron. Now, once we get to here, hell yeah, I'm going to be using that to make iron like crazy. Because, I hate to say it, but fuck nickel. Nickel sucks. But this requires like a lot of science. Like, that's a lot. 500 there, 150, that's 650, that's 850. And as right now, I'm not producing any ores. So that's kind of a long way off. Now, you could use nickel to make steel, but mostly what I'm doing is making Invar. Because bronze is barely used for anything. Mostly for transport belts, splitters, underground belts, fast inserters, and that's it. Which I really don't need them. I really don't need fast inserters for right now. Then Invar, you know, making Invar plates, you take it and turn it into cargo wagons. I don't need a lot of those. A Locomotive Mark II, I already have one of those. Sniper Turret Mark II, which I want to get, but I'm only going to make like maybe 2 to 4 of those. So it's not really using a lot of nickel. Storage tanks, don't really use those. I mean, especially these, because they only store 50,000, which is pretty crappy. And then a Boiler Mark III, even then, you know, I'm not going to be using a lot of it. Fluid burning Boiler 2s, don't really use them. Repair packs, I would make probably 50 of them, and then that'll be it for a while. And then I've got these being made, those being made, and then that's really it for a while. I mean, artillery wagon, a fluid wagon. I really want plasma turrets. I mean, they would be so much better than sniper turrets. But I have to get through lithium ion, which requires cobalt. And that's what I'm working on right now. That's why I want to get these leaching fields, or not leaching fields, leaching plants being used. So that's why I'm trying to get this set up. Which brings you to where I'm at right now. So let's try to get this rolling. I may not get it going right this episode, but I just wanted you to be able to see where we're at. Well, where I'm at. And what I've been doing. But I have such a huge backlog of videos, it'll be a while before you see this. Probably by the time you do see this, I'm going to already have this running. But anyway, so now we're going to have 6 of these. Not 6 of these, 6 of these. The sapphirite chunks. Which this one's going to come just like the other one, all the way to the bottom. Why, you might ask? Because if I add Givelite in the next one, I would have to run it through. I'd have to run it down. Like, let's say this is coming through here. Alright, let's say it's coming down here. Now I'm going to have to put an underground belt over that just to get right here. Or put an underground belt here and then run it in. It's just unnecessary waste of resources. When I could just plan ahead and say, alright, well, I want it to run down here, so that if I put Givelite here, it'll just run straight down to this. You know, and then come down. And then the same thing for the next set. It would just come to right here. And then let's say I end up adding Givelite further down here. Well, now, in that instance, I'll probably end up having to I don't know, probably have to do underground belts or something and then tie it in. But, you know, looking at it, like, that's not going to really be something that happens. And the reason why that is because let me find that leaching plant. There it is. Because these are going to sit here and come and run this. Run these. And then that's it. Like, it's not going to go anywhere else. So, I mean, all this preparation on this, you could say is probably wasteful, but things come up. Like, you never know when you need to do this. So I always like to prepare. Especially now more than ever, because, like, look at this. This was, I'm pretty sure, was like lubricant or something. And I had to run it through all this up here to get it up here. And then the same thing with this fluoric wastewater. I mean, it wasn't stuff that was planned. So, but anyway, so I'm mostly trying to get this all prepped and ready. Let's do some more research because I need to get rid of some of these resources. Let's see. Silver, 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 silver. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad, but I don't really need it. Aluminium. I will need. So I plan on using a lot of it. There we go. Let me pick up some of these lights so y'all can see me better. Alright, so back to this. So this is going to produce, what was it, crafting speed of 1. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it produces 2 every 2 seconds. Alright. So 2 every 2 seconds. That's a total of 8 every 2 seconds. Now, this is a crafting speed of 0.75. And this takes 2 seconds. So I'm pretty sure you guessed it, but it's it needs 2 every 2.66 seconds. So if we're producing, and this is all hypothetical, 8 every 2 seconds, and this only needs 2 every 2.66, then it's safe to say we'll need probably 6 of these. Because it needs 2 every 2.66, and this produces 2 every 2 seconds, so that's a 1-to-1 ratio with 0.66 seconds left, remainder. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 leaching plants with 0.66, which would be what 132 from 2, and then that's 264 from 4. So it would really be like five leaching plants. But I'm going to go with 6 just to be safe. So I need to go get more concrete brick. And then, as you see, I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. So but sapphirite may not be what I go for to begin with. I kind of really want to get like Geodes or something. Something that I actually need like a lot of. But Geodes might be what I go for because of the cobalt. That's really, really why it is. I thought about doing stereotype for the uranium, but I'd rather get the cobalt going so I can start getting rid of that nickel. Because like I said, I don't plan on really using or building really too much of anything. Oh yeah, and I also got these being made. The substations. So I plan on doing solar panels too, because that'll help get rid of glass, which I need to fix the silicon issue down here, making the concrete, if I remember correctly. We're about to see here in a second. And then the butane and the ethane, I cannot... I gotta get rid of that stuff too. Lubricant's backed up because we're not using it, because I literally cut off the usage of it. Oh, that's not good. It's lacking concrete because it's lacking this, because it's not making silicon powder. Because they decided to fuck me on the update. So might as well pick this up. Because it's going to be a while before I make silicon powder. I mean, I haven't even seen what it takes to make it. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not trying to insert lime. Okay, so let's just look real quick. Silicon powder. It says it requires silicon powder to make silicon carbide, but how do I make silicon powder? Here it is. Just silicon ingots. So then what is silicon ore used for anymore now? Processed silicon, used for making glass. Silicon ingots, obviously. Hexafluorosilicic acid. Quartz crucible. So that gives me 6 monosilicon. Wait, so am I not making that stuff anymore? Let me get back to my train. We'll have to deal with that later. What is this again that I was making? Cement. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to make cement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a better recipe. I don't know, we'll deal with it later. Oh, and I also turned all this into residual gas. And then I have it to where all that gets turned into here, and then this is going to use it to top this back up when it needs it. Which I did research where I can take that residual gas. Nope, I didn't research it. There it is. So I'm still going to need silicon powder. But that's going to give me 4 cement. Let's go with that. Basically, I'm going to turn it into synthesis gas, the residual gas, and turn the synthesis gas into solid fuel. There we go. And here we are. This train saves so much time now. Alright. So there's all that silicon. There. Is that silicon powder used for anything else? Oh god, yes. It's used in a lot of... Wait, silicon powder's used to make glass mixture. But the only way to make silicon powder is silicon ingots. Wait. Where's it at? Glass mixture. Wait, is that it? No, that's solder mixture. There it is. Huh. So yeah, this won't even work anymore. It has to be silicon powder. So silicon ore will not work anymore. Ain't that some bullshit? Well, I gotta pick up all this now. Let's see. What else? I'm definitely not going for any of that right now. Stronger explosives? Maybe that might apply to... No, I guess it doesn't. I'm not even researching some of this stuff because there's no point. And that's because it's going to be a minute before I make the stuff. That's really what it boils down to. What is this right here? Oh, that is sodium hydroxide, if I remember correctly. Which I will need that. Okay, so that's all of this off there. Well, means I can just remove all that now. What is this? This is iron. We'll take it down here. Oh, man. The silicon. Silicon's right here. I can dump that in there. Get rid of a lot of these belts. Don't need them. Now all the lines that are being ran down here and stuff, I'm gonna leave all that because it'll show me, it'll remind me of what all I need to make. Let's see, get rid of all this. Oh my god, we are full. Where's my car at? Where did I put my car? There's crappy power lines. I don't need rail. I'll put that in there for a moment to clean up some room. Yeah, see, I got all that nickel that needs to get gone. I don't need this. Alright, there's battery. I'm not gonna push on that. Get advanced nickel smelting. Wait a second. I said a total of 6. So yeah, all this is gonna have to get gone. Damn. This is really going to be hard. I'm full on inserters now. Like, I'm going to have to put boxes down. I don't need that. I don't need that. Keep my gun turrets on me. I don't need these. Alright, we'll hold off on anything else for right now. Actually, better yet, let's just do this. More than likely, I'm going to have to shift all this down. It's going to be miserable, but it'll have to be done. Oh, that sucks. So... I don't even know what would be the best way to do this. Like, have them connect here and run across? Let's do it like this. That can go in there. I don't need that. Well, anyway, so you basically see what I've been doing. I'm going to continue working on this. Trying to figure out the best thing to do. But look forward to my future videos. You'll be seeing me doing more of this. Well, hopefully I'll be done with this. But this is just an update video of showing you where I'm at right now. So if you enjoyed what you've seen, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in future episodes. Thanks for watching.